Harihi Om. This is a part 2 audio to Shloka number 4 of Durga Chandrakala Stuti. So we saw in the part 1 audio how Shumbha and Nishumbha, they did tapas, they got a varam from Brahma, and how parallelly the hantri of Shumbha and Nishumbha was prepared by Brahma's prarthana to Shiva and Shiva calling Parvati as Kali, and what happened, part 1 audio la paathom. Now we will see chapters 5 through 10 of Devi Mahatmyam so that we can understand this shloka number 4 of Durga Chandrakala Stuti. So Shumbha Nishumbha, after their brothers, after getting varam from Brahma, they take over the Indra Padavi and the Padavi of all other Devas. Unable to bear the troubles given by Shumbha and Nishumbha, all the Devas do stotram on Devi. I already mentioned that it's called Aparajita Stuti. While the Devas were engaged in doing that Aparajita Stuti, at that time Parvati had come to Ganga Nadi to do Snanam. Parvati Devi asks, who is this stotram done on? Apdingarcheda. From her Sharira Kosham, that Neelavarna Rupam comes, who is Kaushiki, and she says, this stotram is done on me because the Devas need my help and they want to put an end to Shumbha and Nishumbha. Now at that time, two servants of Shumbha and Nishumbha called Chanda and Munda saw Ambika, this Kaushiki, and they go to Shumbha and say that we saw a very beautiful stree in the Himalaya Pradesham. Nobody has ever seen such a supreme beauty anywhere. You should ascertain who she is and take possession of her. Appadina they go and tell Shumbha. See, the way Chanda and Munda go and narrate it is they tell Shumbha and Nishumbha that you have everything. You have got Indra's Airavata, you have won and taken possession of all the precious things of the Devas. If she also, you can add her also to the list. And the Madri, they go and report saying that such a beauty is never seen. So you should immediately take possession of her. They go and report. Now on hearing the words of Chanda and Munda, Shumbha decides to send a Duta, messenger. His name is Sugriva. He instructs Sugriva to talk in such a manner that she might quickly come to me and accept me or my brother Nishumbha. ஒன்று சும்பனை கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கணும் இல்லை நிஷும்பனை கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கணும் அந்த மாதிரி நீ போய் பேசு சரின்னு இந்த சுக்ரீவம் போகிறான். This Duta, he goes and he is telling all the Veera Parakrama story of Shumbha and Nishumba and what all they have in possession. எல்லாம் என்னெல்லாம் diamonds, gems, என்ன கார், அதாவது because Hamsa Pakshi எல்லாத்தையும் they have taken. All the Vahanam, Uchchaishravasலேருந்து Airavatam, everything is parked outside our house. So you come, you choose Shumbha or Nishumbha. You think over it and you can become my wife or his wife. Shumbha's wife or Nishumbha's wife. On hearing the words of Sugriva, the Duta who had come from Shumbha Nishumbha, இப்ப நம்ம தலைவியோட ரியாக்ஷனை பாரு, அப்படியே அந்த ரெஸ்பான்ஸ். Look at Devi's response. इत्युक्ता सा तदा देवी गंभीरान्तस्मिता जगौ दुर्गा भगवती भद्रा ஏதம் தாரியதே ஜகத். அவ எப்பேற்பட்டவ, அவதான் இந்த விஸ்வத்தையே தாங்கிறவ. அந்த விஸ்வத்துல இருக்கிற அந்த சுக்ரீவனையும் சும்பனையும் நிஷும்பனையும் அவதான் தாங்கிறா. She is the one who is supporting this entire prapancham. In that same prapancham where she is supporting this bhumi, in that bhumi he is standing and talking to her, this Jagat Janani, like that. And Ambika has not yet spoken, she is just smiling. Now what is Ambika saying? Devyuvacha satyamuktam tvayanatra mithya kinchit tvayoditam trailokyadhipate shumbho nishumbhaschapidadrishaha किंतु अत्र यत् प्रतिज्ञातं मिथ्या तत् क्रियते कथं श्रूयताम् अल्पबुद्धित्वात् प्रतिज्ञाया कृता पुरा. So Ambika சொல்றா, அதெல்லாம் கரெக்ட் தான்ப்பா, Shumbha Nishumbha பெரிய ஆளு தான். You have spoken the truth. Shumbha is indeed, the adhipati for this entire 3 worlds. So is Nishumbha also. ஆனா பாரு, what can I do now? கொஞ்சம் கூட யோசிக்காம நான் முன்னாடி ஒரு பிரதிஜ்ஞை எடுத்துட்டேன். அல்ப புத்தி எனக்கு பாரு. Without thinking, I made a pratignya before. What is that pratignya? She is saying, Yo mam jayati sangrame, yo me darpam vyapohati, yo me pratibalo loke same bharta bhavishyati. So she is telling this to Sugriva Duta. Here what pratignya I made before out of immaturity. He who conquers me in yuddham, in the battle, he who vanquishes my garvam, en garvatta adakkaravanu, and is a match to my balam, he alone shall become my bharta, my husband. அப்படின்னு யோசிக்காம out of immaturity I made a pratignya. So நீ தான் சொல்றியே சும்ப நிஷும்பா அவ்வளோ வீர தீர பராக்கிரமசாலின்னு, you're saying they're so brave and of great strength. You go tell them, let them come vanquish me in the battle and easily win my hand in marriage. Why are you delaying? You go report to them. அப்படின்னு அம்பிகா கிளப்பி விடுறா. This Duta Sugriva, on hearing this, அவனுக்கு இது காமெடியா இருக்கு. Why? Because they are such great Shumbha and Nishumbha. This three is telling that they have to come and face her in the battle. So he says, which Purusha in these three worlds dare to stand before Shumbha and Nishumbha? Trailokye kafpuman stithed agre Shumbha Nishumbhayoh. And even the Devas cannot stand face to face with these Asuras. Kim punas Tritvam ekika. Even the Devas cannot stand before them. Then why mention you? You are just a Stree. When Devas headed by Indra themselves cannot stand in the Yuddham against Shumbha and Nishumbha, how will you, a Stree, a Nari, a woman, face them? Then he says, Parngo, Satvam Gacchamayai Vokta Parshvam Shumbha Nishumbhayoho Keshakarshana Nirdhuta Gauravama Gamishyasi. He's saying that Duta is saying, let it not be that you go to them with your dignity lost by me dragging you by your hair. Nambal adukala kavalaye padala. Devi said, see, my pratignya is standing in the way. You better go tell them. Let them do what is befitting. Nee Dutan dana, nee anda velaya pannu. You go tell them, you report to them. Let them do what is befitting. So Sugriva comes back, narrates whatever happened to Shumbha and Nishumbha. Now Shumbha and Nishumbha are very angry. They call for the army chief. His name is Dhumralochana. They instruct Dhumralochana to go with an army and dragging her by her hair, bring her here by force. As commanded by Shumbha, Dhumralochana goes. Ama varada pathi iva oru humkaram. She just did a humkaram. By a mere humkaram, she reduced Dhumralochana to bhasmam. Now on hearing Dhumralochana's vadham, Shumbha Nishubha ask Chanda and Munda to go with a large army. So as commanded by Shumbha Nishubha, a large army headed by Chanda and Munda marched towards the Yuddha Kshetram. And when some of the Asuras were charging towards Devi, Ambika's mukham became really dark. அப்படியே கோபத்துல it became dark. And from her lalatam naka forehead, from there Kali வெளியில வந்தா. How was that Kali? Kali Karalavadana Vinishkrantasi Pashini. She was holding Pasham, Khadgam, wearing a Naramala. We know how Kali's appearance is. Bhayankarama irundhudu. Now this Kali seizing Chanda by his hair. இவள தலைமுடியை பிடிச்சு இழுத்துன்னு அமிச்சான். இவன் என்ன பண்ணா, அவன் தலைமுடியை பிடிச்சு சிரச்சேதம். She did சிரச்சேதம் of Chanda. On seeing what happened to Chanda, Munda is rushing and coming. And Kali did his vadham also. Now Kali, holding both Chanda and Munda in her hands, she approached Chandika Devi, from whom she emerged, right? So she takes Chanda and Munda, their severed heads, to her. And Chandika Devi says, Yasmat Chandam cha Mundam cha grihitva tumpagata chamundeti tato loke khyata Devi bhavishyasi. Because you have brought Chanda and Munda, avaluடைய தலையை நீ சிரச்சேதம் பண்ணி எடுத்துன்னு வந்ததுனால உனக்கு இந்த லோகத்தில், in this loka, you will be called as Chamundi. Now, after knowing Chanda and Munda and the army is also gone, Shumbha and Nishumbha எல்லா சைன்ய பலத்தையும் இறக்கிறா. They are sending all the சைன்ய பலம், காலக்கேயஸ், தௌர்ஹிருதஸ், மௌரியஸ். இப்போ அம்பிகைக்கு ஒரு சேனா வேணாமா? அங்கதான் these அஷ்டமாத்ரிகஸ், பிரம்மாணி, மாஹேஸ்வரி, கௌமாரி, வாராஹி, வைஷ்ணவி, நாரசிம்ஹி, ஐந்திரி and Chamunda Devi. And whatever we are seeing, if it is Brahmani naka ஒரு ஹம்சபக்ஷி, அவருடைய சின்னமோட they will come. Maheshwari will have Trishulam and bull as the vahanam. அதே மாதிரி கௌமாரினாக்க mayura vahanam will be there along with that Shakti Ayudham. Then if it is Vaishnavi, she will come in the Garuda Vahanam with the Chinnam of Vishnu. அதாவது சங்க சக்கர கதா ஹஸ்த அந்த மாதிரி she will come. வாராகினாக்க ஹரியினுடைய ரூபத்தோட ஒரு போர் மாதிரி லைக் அ போர் she will come. அதே மாதிரி நாரசிம்ஹி half body of woman half lioness அந்த மாதிரி. Then ஐந்திரி means வஜ்ராயுதம் and ஐராவதம். And when the யுத்தம் is about to begin, அம்பிகா பாருங்க ஜெகத் ஜனனியோன அவ என்ன ஒரு கருணை. She is sending Shiva as a Duta to them, saying, you better give back Indra's padavi to him. And all the Havir Bhagam, let it go to all the Devas. You all go to Patalam if you wish to live. In the madri or opportunity she is giving. And because she sent Shiva as Duta, she gets the name Shivaduti also here. And of course the Asuras did not listen to the warning of Ambika. So Ambika, along with her Ashtamatraganas, Dhwamsam Pandra எல்லாரையும் அந்த அசுராலோட ஆர்மியை. Now there is one Asura called Rakta Bija. From his name itself we can understand. His Raktam becomes the Bijam for more Rakta Bijas to come. That means what? When Devi strikes this Asura Rakta Bija and a drop of blood falls on the Bhumi, that drop of blood acts as a bija from which many more Rakta Bijas of equal strength will arise. Many more na thousands will arise. And Devi and Ashtamatrikas எல்லாரும் அவனை ஸ்ட்ரைக் பண்ண பார்க்கறா. They are not able to do it. They are not able to put an end to Rakta Bija because how many ever they strike, again more Rakta Bijas are coming. உடனே நம்ம தேவி காளிய கூப்பிட்டா. ஹே சாமுண்டே விஸ்தீர்ணம் வதனம் குரு. அதாவது keep your mouth wide open. I will now strike him, blow him with my ayudham. And with this mouth, you quickly take in the drops of the blood generated by that blow. And also the great asuras that are born from those drops of blood. That way, losing all his blood, he will dry out. அப்பனா என்ன அர்த்தம்? No blood will fall, no more asuras will be born. அப்படின்னு they make a devise a plan. அதே மாதிரி அம்பிகா hits him with her ஆயுதம். அதே மாதிரி காளி அவளோட வாயை திறக்கிறா. எல்லா ரத்தத்தையும் அதுலேருந்து வர அத்தனை பேரையும் எடுத்து வாரி சாப்பிட்டுடுறா. Thus Rakta Bija Vadham is done. Then begins the fight of Devi with Shumba Nishumba. It was a fierce battle. See, although they are asuras, parango, how bhagyashali that their vadham happens in the hands of Devi. And they also showcased excellent valor. And both sides, Shumba Nishumba side and Ambika's side, all weapons are being used to strike each other. And one such time when Chandika Devi used her Shulayudham and she struck Shumba fainted in the battlefield. அவன் மயக்கம் போட்டு விழுந்துட்டான். Seeing that his brother fainted, Nishumba now seized his bow and arrow and struck Devi with arrows. And Nishumbana parango, he put forth 10,000 arms. And of course, நம்ம Chandika Devi என்ன பண்ணா, அந்த 10,000 armsையும் she cut them with Chakrayudham. Now Nishumba took the Gadayudham. அதையும் she crushed it into pieces. Then he took the Shulayudham and rushed towards Devi. But Chandika Devi with her Shulam pierced his heart. When she was piercing through Nishumba's hridayam, another person of a great strength was coming out of that body, telling stop. Abdina Mahabalo Mahavirya Stitha iti Purushaha Vadanna. Or Purusha Rupam is coming out of Nishumba's hridayam as it is being pierced, asking Chandika Devi to stop. But as he emerged, Devi Shirachedam Manita, Shiracheda Khadgena with her Khadgam, she did Shirachedam. Now seeing his brother Nishumba killed thus, Shumba is speaking in anger now. என்ன சொல்றான்? பலாவலேப துஷ்டேத்வம் மாதுர்கே கர்வமாவஹ ன்யாசாம் பலமாஸ்ருத்ய யுத்யசே சாதிமானினி. என்ன ஒரு அசுர. We have to இதையும் ரசிக்கணும். We have to enjoy this also. He is reminding her of her pratignya and saying, you are not fighting this battle alone. You are using the balam of others. The Brahmi, Shakti, Kaumari, everyone, all these Ashtamatrikas. You are relying on their strength and fighting this battle and taking pride in this. Hey Dushte அப்படின்னு சம்போதனம் அங்க. He is calling out to Devi Dushte அப்படின்னு. And Devi replies, Ekaivaham jagatyatra dvitiya ka mama para பஷ்யைதா துஷ்டமையேவ விஷந்தியோ மத் விபூதயः. என்ன தவிர த்விதீயா அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இல்லவே இல்லை. ஏகமேவ அத்விதீயம் அப்படின்னு தேவி சேஸ் ஹியர். And see, mad vibhutayah, they will enter me. So all the Brahmi, Gaumari, Narasimi, all the Ashtamatrikas become liam into Ambika here at this juncture. And then begins the Bhayankara battle between Shumbha and Devi. Ambika uses Divya Astram. Attana hundreds of Divya Astrathayum he neutralizes. Similarly, Devi also destroyed all of Shumbha's Ayudham one by one. And although he lost all his weapons, the Asura Shumbha leaped and jumped and gave a mushti. அதாவது முஷ்டியால குத்துறதும்போம் இல்லையா, மேக் அ ஃபிஸ்ட் அண்ட் கிவ் அ ப்ளோ, ரைட்? He does that at Ambika's ஹிருதயம். And then Ambika gives him her fist punch. அவனோட செஸ்ட்ல அம்பிகா ஒரு ப்ளோ. After wrestling with him for a while, அம்பிகா அப்படியே இந்த டிவிலெல்லாம் பார்க்குற மாதிரி she lifts him above the head, twirls him and throws him to the bhumi. And then he gets up immediately and he is now so angry, he is coming with his, raising his fist to kill Ambika. And now Ambika jagatyam patayamasa bhitva shulena vakshasi avanoda. She pushed him to the bhumi and pierced his vakshas, chest, with her shulayudham. And Devi does the vadham of Shumbha. Now we have seen completely from chapters 5 through 10 of Devi Mahatmyam. We will get back to the Shloka 4 of Durga Chandrakala Stuti in the next audio. Ram Ram Ram.